Looking to the left, you see a Quidditch field. To your right, a mob of girls is screaming after their favorite YouTuber. And right in front of you is a ball pit filled with emojis. Yes, this place does exist. All of this and more were just some of the sights at this year's 6th annual Vidcon, held in Anaheim, California. Social media is an ever-changing and overwhelming place. So let's sort through your feed and find out what's really relevant for you this week on social media. This past Thursday, 21,000 fans, creators, and brands gathered at the Anaheim Convention Center for Vidcon, an annual event that cultivates the power of online video. Smaller, more emerging platforms like Vine, Vessel, Periscope, Meerkat, and many more were represented at this year's Vidcon, which is a huge shift from past years where YouTube was the sole focus. Along with fans on the hunt to meet their favorite famous internet personalities, Vidcon catered 2/3 of its content towards people that were interested in online video from a creator and business perspective. The convention offered panels, keynotes, and hands-on workshops to industry pass holders, which included major MCNs, top creators of the industry, as well as brand reps. Some of the major takeaways from this event are rooted in the foundation that John Green addressed in his industry keynote. Advertising needs to change dramatically, he said. An internet that answers to users is better than an internet that answers to brands. Even so, major YouTubers are reliant on ad revenue to make a living, but they're demanding a different approach when it comes to branding. In the industry keynote, Green explains that the real opportunity for brands is to help creators build and foster communities, so that those communities can bring better and more interesting stuff to the world. With a community that is dedicated enough and powerful enough to bring over 20,000 people to a convention for a weekend, brands are losing out if they are not keeping up by using online video as a major component to their campaigns. One of the major pulls of this year's convention was the giant expo hall filled with interactive booths from some of the top companies in the world. Each brand made their mark by creating unique ways to draw traffic to their booth. Real estate wasn't cheap either. Booths in the expo hall ranged from $2,200 to up to $70,000, but it seems to me like it was worth it. Jimmy Kimmel Live hosted a gift-making area open to attendees. Instagram created an emoji ball pit, and CoverGirl was auditioning potential spokesmodels at their stand. Kia decided to target a different audience, the parents. They sponsored the Kia Parents Lounge, where parents could relax and get some peace and quiet from all of the screaming fans. Brands also had the opportunity to be a stuffer in the complimentary gift bags that were given out at registration to all VidCon attendees, gaining immediate access to thousands of people who were right in their target markets. Not only did brands interact with consumers at VidCon, but they also put their best foot forward when working with influencers in the online community. YouTube put its matchmaking skills to the test by setting up potential partnerships for its top creators and brands. 12 of over 100 brands that are officially represented at VidCon, including L'Oreal, Beats by Dre, and Proactive, met with compatible influencers last Friday morning to discuss their visions of the branding process. Major YouTube stars like Bethany Mota, Laura DIY, and many more have caught the attention of these major corporations. For the past 2 years, Bethany Mota has collaborated with Aeropostale to create her own clothing line. And the fans love the idea of wearing some of the clothes that their idol designed specifically for them. Her beauty-focused YouTube channel, which has a following of over 9 million subscribers, has become a large target for top brands. Mota explains that when she works with brands, they give her a lot of creative freedom, and they trust her when it comes to talking about the products. They really trust her ideas and vision, and she trusts them as well. This mutual relationship between brand and influencer is also relevant when it comes to the community that these creators are pitching their content to. Unfortunately, brand deals, unless executed properly, tend to place a negative light on those creators, as it can compromise a person's authenticity. For this reason, it's necessary for both the brand and the influencer to have a solid idea of their compatibility when it comes to their creative visions. All of the content that comes out of these brand deals should remain consistent with the content that is released on a daily basis and weekly basis from these content creators. Brands can up their engagement immensely by tapping into the internet community in an authentic way. And transparency is the way to do it, not a major brand push. Brands in the past have been creative in their approach when it comes to creating an interactive experience when working with YouTubers. Crave Cereal set up a tag that lasted for 2 years on YouTube, which challenged influencers to eat their cereal in very unorthodox ways. Fans love to see their favorite YouTube personalities in some weird situations, and overall it was a very positive response. Large YouTube channels like Jack's Gap, Dan Is Not on Fire, and Louis Cole put their own unique spin on the challenge and spread the campaign across the platform. More recently, Coke paired up with 5 British vloggers for their Happiness Week, in which these creators went out of their way to spread happiness within their communities. They all filmed a video and put their own unique spin on Coke's campaign, which drew a lot of traffic from the internet community. By giving creative freedom to these content creators and giving them very little guidelines, the content was both authentic to the channel itself and effective in terms of branding. Vidcon gave an interesting outlook on the online video community, and with 2,434 channels owned by the top 100 brands attracting 73 million followers, online video is bigger than ever. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next week. This has been the Weekly Feed.